Hey everybody, it's Jim with Triple J Bricks. Welcome back to another video. So today I have a plan. I am going to take a little bit of a break I've been uploading a lot of parts and things from the previous Chaska haul, and instead I'm going to work on clearing out some space in our Acro Mills unit. Specifically, I was thinking about what do I not have a lot of in the store? And that answer is I have plenty of things that are not prevalent in the Bricklink store just yet. But before I get to that, I also wanted to start using these organizers. I've started to use these. I have labeled this first one. I haven't labeled the other three just yet, on the tops at least. And they are kind of larger container compartments. And so I think that I'm going to want to put stuff in there in quantity. And that kind of brought me to this drawer. This is a drawer that I've been compiling for, well, years at this point, of swords, a lot of Ninjago swords, random bits, pirate swords, all sort of things that are not castle swords. So some of this I'll probably hold on to, but then also weapons, guns, muskets, Star Wars blasters. I have so many Star Wars blasters in here. And I was like, you know what? I don't have a lot of those in the store, and I don't think they're that valuable. I don't think there's a ton of value in this stuff. I don't actually know. But my guess is that when people are army building, they might need some of this stuff, and it might just be nice little add-ons for people when they're coming through the store. So I am going to start to work on uploading this drawer and getting it cleared out. Okay, here are all of the guns, various Star Wars gunnery, all laid out. Tons of blasters, a few various bits and bobs. These are Technic pieces that got thrown in accidentally. And then over here I have like Western pistols. I have one dark gray, and the rest are all DBG. And then I have a few here that have snuck in that I believe are non-Lego. This like machine gun, this little gun, doesn't say Lego on it, and then this tiny one as well. I will scan them just to be sure, but I don't believe those are Lego. But those that's actually pretty good to sneak in only like a couple at a time. So yeah, the rest of these we'll start getting these uploaded and kind of see where we end up. I'm very, very curious as to how much this is going to amount to. All right, here they are. All the weapons, most of the weapons. I put a couple smaller, tinier ones into a couple of my other storage organizers, but this is what we have. So these are labeled F1, F1001 through F1012. And so, yeah, it just leaves us some room for growth because I do have quite a bit of some of these blasters, and I feel like over time I'm going to be accumulating even more, and so it's good to do a little bit of future proofing. But I was surprised, as I normally am, with the value of some of this stuff. So I had, how many lots? 261 items, 44 lots for $68.33 in just minifigure weapons. Now, some of these were less valuable, but I was surprised at the value of some of them. Let's see, so these longer blasters, these guys are 28 cents a piece. Or 31 cents, excuse me. The longer blasters, I don't have as many of those. I have 34 of those shorter blasters, so that was $10.50 just there in itself. And then the longer ones, I only have 5 of those, but those are 45 cents a piece. And then we have some old, like, vintage stuff here for, like, the Western sets. Those are 73 cents a piece. And a couple of them were, like, some of these old muskets, $1.90 for the brown ones. I have 6 of those. Yeah, so I you know, at some of it I'm kind of like, ooh, if I want to be still collecting old pirates, do I want to have these in my store? But it's okay. It's okay. But, you know, that's $11.63 just in those brown muskets. So, yeah, it just kind of added up. It just kind of added up over time. But not bad for only 261 parts, $68. That's pretty great, and I think it'll be really, really good for the store. So I'm really happy I did this. I'm feeling so good about it. We're gonna do swords too. All right, we got a lot of swords, a lot of different bits and bobs, pirate swords, Ninjago swords of all colors, Minecraft stuff. Some of this I will probably hold on to. Like, I think I'm gonna hold on to the elven knives just because they're cool. Maybe I'll hold on to this. This is also, I think these are both Lord of the Rings weapons. We'll see. I'll see how much they go for and, like, think more about it. But this would kind of be like a cool mock ID, you know, like ceremonial knife. Be in like a treasure room or something. I don't know. We'll see about it. But a couple batarangs got in here. There's a ton of lightsaber hilts. I actually have another spot where I'm keeping lightsaber hilts, and I think I'm just gonna dump all of those in there, and that will be for another day because it's getting kind of late and I don't really feel like going through the lightsaber hilts at this point. Yeah, tons of Ninjago stuff. But, and tons of, like, arrow bolts and things, pirate swords, a couple other random ones. But, yeah, I'm going to start getting this into the store, and we'll see where we end up. All right, most of the swords have been uploaded. I have also put some of them into this first one with some of the other weapons as well. And I think I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video that these and this case here I got at a yard sale this year for $3. So it's coming into fantastic use right now. And yeah, so this will just be sort of like my weapons cache, I suppose. But yeah, I have all this in here. The tricky thing, I would have had this done a lot sooner, but the tricky thing is there's essentially 3 different types of katanas. There is the square hilt that has a hole in the hilt. You can see right there. There is a square hilt that has a hole in the crossbar and the blade. And then I think these are like the vintage older style where they have an octagonal crossbar thing and no holes. Yeah, so that just took a while to sort of filter through those and make sure I was doing the correct kinds. I had some light gray, dark gray stuff also going on, but overall, very happy to get this uploaded, and this final total was $38.66. So not nearly as much as the guns, but still really, really great. I mean, just that drawer, you know, sitting in the Acro Mills is over $100 in listed value. So really excited to get this into the store. So I ended up keeping a few of the blades. I did end up keeping the elven blades, or the little daggers, and I kept a couple like chrome ones too. But the chrome ones were actually pretty valuable. The chrome little knives, those were fairly valuable. I think those were almost $1 a piece. And I kept some of the pirate swords, some of the old gray, and then some of the old bluish gray as well, just because I think those can also get used in mocks. And I kept a couple of the old gray ones just for, or the old dark gray, I should say, just in case like there's some pirate sets I want to complete and I want the original gray. But other than that, most of it was uploaded, so I feel really good about that. And it was needed, it was necessary to do, and you know, all that stuff is just sitting there. And it took a little bit of time, but I have the space for it, which feels good, and I'm slowly knocking out those drawers. So thank you everybody for coming with me on this little Bricklink organization upload video here. But thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But remember, until next time, keep on building. Jim, out.